Hello. Let's see if this works. Probably gonna have a crazy echo. All right. Hey, what's going on, everyone? So if you're popping in, thought it'd be cool to do a little kind of chat or video. Whoa, Mario Sport, what's up, buddy? How you doing? So this required a chat or video or whatnot because today, hours ago, we got notice that there are. Hey, it's been a while, Mario Sport. Yeah, man, it's been a little while. I'm gonna try to be better about doing these. Yeah, man. So we're getting a new Ninja Turtles game. I'll try to bring up some info so I can chat about it. We're getting a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles retro beat 'em up in the vein of the old 1989 TMNT arcade game, as well as its follow up, the 1991, I believe it was, Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time arcade game. I have the arcade machine over in my corner there, so my house is a mess, but yeah, I've got the TMNT. That was a little sneak peek. The TMNT arcade machine that has the original and the Turtles in Time on it. It's great. Me and my son were playing it tonight. Mario Sport, how you been, man? Thank you for popping in. I'm super excited for the new one. The new one looks good, man. It's created by the guys who did Scott Pilgrim and did Streets of Rage 4, both of which were fantastic games. I'm actually a really big fan of the Scott Pilgrim game. I thought it was excellent. I didn't have any complaints, man, other than it went missing in action. The Scott Pilgrim game was like wiped out. Like you couldn't buy it for the longest time, and now I actually got the pre-order for the limited run Scott Pilgrim physical copy. So I'm really excited for that. I got Streets of Rage 4. I dabbled with it a little bit. It was a great game. Seemed like it was a lot of fun. But yeah, Mario Sport. A lot of stuff's happened to me in my life since the last time we talked. What happened, man? Everything's okay, I hope. It's been a little while. Sorry if I'm looking rough. It's been a long day. Had a little gym, all this stuff. But yeah, so what do you anybody that's maybe lingering around, does anybody see the trailer for the new Ninja Turtle game? Kind of starts off with a old Ninja Turtle. Sorry, my dog's making all kind of noise. Starts off with an old like Ninja Turtle like opening, kind of similar to the old arcade, or I'm sorry, cartoon. It's really faithful. It looks great. The animation looked pretty cheesy, like the old cartoon did, which was cool. The theme song was pretty butchered, in my opinion. I didn't really care for the theme song being butchered like that, but tis what it is. Yeah, I mean, it looks good, and the gameplay, of course, most important part. I have faith that they're really going to make it something special. I mean, those Scott Pilgrim's great. I heard nothing but great things about Streets of Rage 4. Yeah. I mean, I'd like to play that one more. It looks good. I think they're really going to do the Ninja Turtle game justice, though. I think that formula originally is kind of it's gotten a little old. Like if you go back and play the old arcade game and Turtles in Time, it holds up if you're having a few beers or something, and then you just want to have fun with your buddies. It's great. But if you're playing by yourself and you're just jamming on two buttons and you're like, oh, there's not a lot to it, and that's the downside of it. But I think they're going to make this something special. I thought Scott Pilgrim was great. So I have faith that they'll do it. Let's see. Mario Spore says a roller coaster. Final Smash Network kind of moved on. I do remember him. Pretty greedy since he got his 1K. Sorry about that. He's been making video game remixes or reps. He used stop streaming. I didn't really work out. Yeah, I get you, man. I don't get to stream as much either, but I'm gonna try to do better, other than looking like this. But yeah. So like, what does everybody think? Anybody that's popped in? What are your impressions of the Ninja Turtle game? Mario Sport, did you check out the trailer for the new old Ninja Turtle? Jeffrey Nader. Jeffrey, man, I'm so glad to see you guys. Thank you so much for popping in. Why would you guys come to see this face? What's wrong with you? Have you nothing better to do than see this? But anyway, it's very good. Thank you guys for popping in and chatting. Go look at the. Are you guys fans of Ninja Turtles at all? Are you fans or not really? If not, I get it. I mean, I'm kind of old, so that was kind of my jam, you know. Jeffrey Nader, how about you, buddy? Have you seen the trailer for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge? I can't wait, man. I think. Oh, so you guys might not be in the know, but if you did not really a fan of Ninja Turtles, oh man, that hurts my feelings. I love the Ninja Turtles. I always have. They were actually probably my big. Well, for a lot of people my age, Ninja Turtles were a big deal. I mean, I was all into it. Cartoons, the movies. In fact, so my son, oh yeah, so I used to do this stuff all the time, but like, I had a kid and had to kind of trim down on that. You guys stop what you're doing. Go check out that. Get out of here. Go check out the Ninja Turtle trailer, man. For that. So anyway, it looks great. The trailer is very much reminiscent of the old cartoon opening, which had the music. They kind of butchered the music a little bit. I didn't really care for what they did with the theme song, but it it showed Splinter and April also kind of fighting a little bit, which leads me to believe that they're probably going to be playable characters. So you guys aren't really huge fans of Ninja Turtles, but there was a fan game made called Rescue Palooza, and I downloaded it. I think I could safely say that. And I played it, and it's got like a slew of characters. So whereas the other Ninja Turtle games, most of them you only played as the four main characters: Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello. But that fan game, had a whole bunch of characters. You could play as Casey Jones and April O'Neil and Splinter and all kind of obscure characters from the whole entirety of the series. So I think this game is going to kind of pull something similar to that. Well, maybe not quite as many characters, but I think April and Splinter are probably going to be playable, just based off of that trailer. I could be way off. I might be totally wrong, but I think that's what they're alluding to. Seems like a not so subtle nod that they're gonna add some extra, which is great. Who knows? They might throw even more. We might get a Casey Jones, or I know there's now a fifth female turtle. Jeffrey Nader says he watched the cartoon a lot as a kid. Me too. You guys probably aren't as old as me. I remember that. Oh man, I was all about Ninja Turtles. I had all the toys, and it was a phenomenon. It's still pretty lasting, but I don't know that they're quite at nearly near the peak of where they were before. It was like everything they did was fire. I mean, they were selling pizzas. They were the movies. I mean, the cartoons, man. They're like everything they spat out was great, except Ninja Turtles 3, the movie. That was pretty bad. That was terrible, actually. It was bad. I don't recommend that. But the first two movies are great. I think they're fantastic. The first one holds up really well. First movie was very dark, and parents hated it because the Ninja Turtles would say they were spouting profanity, and it was a dark kind of tone to it and kind of gritty. and it really kind of took the best of the comic and best of the cartoon and kind of melded them into something that I think worked really well. Critics bashed it pretty roughly, but I think if you were a Ninja Turtles fan, you probably really loved that first movie. The second movie was admittedly pretty corny. We watched the opening, me and my son. I won't let him watch the first movie right now just because of the curse words and because it is a little darker. I'm in dad mode now. I have to be responsible and all that. But I let him watch the beginning of the second movie, and he thought it was hilarious. I mean, Michelangelo's using a yo-yo to like knock people out, and okay, if you don't know the story, like, so the first movie was dark. They used their weapons and all this, and parents hated it, and they were pissed off, and they said, "Hey, you can't do that with Ninja Turtles. You have to tone it down a bit, censor that junk." And so they did in the second movie. And instead of using weapons, which most kids don't have, they use stuff like yo-yos and deli meats and and fuzzy baseball bats, stuff that kids have access to, and they beat the crap out of a bunch of robbers. So you took away weapons, which most kids don't have access to or shouldn't have access to. Hopefully none of your children are wielding a katana. Mine probably is. He's a psychopath. He's crazy. That kid is all hopped up on chocolate and Mountain Dew at all times. Anyway, but yeah, they were showing yo-yos and stuff, beating people up. It was crazy, man. But yeah, so it was weird. I mean, they toned it down, but a lot of stuff they did was great in the second movie. I like the progression of the story. They face mutants who are huge mutants, and Tokon Razar, I believe the correct way to say it. So that was cool. I like that. I liked the story. It was funnier. It was kind of more like the cartoon in that sense. Some of it didn't really make sense. It's Ninja Turtles as a whole doesn't make sense. It's just weird, but it works for some reason. For some reason, it works. But the second one was really weird. Like, they had a secret ninja hideout right next to Vanilla Ice concert. Not really well thought out, but good time. It's entertaining to watch to this day. The jokes hit for the most part. The third movie sucked. It was awful. All I remember is the Tarzan song. Let me take a look, see what's happening in the Chad Roo. Let me see. I know I'm Mario Sport. I watched it a bit when I was a kid on Nick. I'm 21. If you're 21 and you're old, you're not old, man. I'm 48 years old. No, I'm not 48. I'm actually 35? 35. I don't even remember. Man, I'm old. There was a fourth Ninja Turtle movie, which was like a CG movie. I don't recall most of it. I thought it looked good. And there's a scene in there which I think is probably the best scene in all of the Ninja Turtles, the entire movie franchise. I think the scene where Leo and Raph, hopefully I'm not spoiling anything if you haven't seen the movie, Leo and Raph actually duke it out to kind of see who's the better turtle on a rooftop, and it's raining, and it's well shot, and it's well acted too. I think man, it actually hits really well. I recall the line. It's like when Leonardo figures out that it's actually Raphael that he's fighting. He's like, "Man, you don't have to do this," kind of thing. And then Raphael retorts that he's done taking orders, and it kind of appears that like Raphael is actually wins the fight, but in reality, it's a little deeper than that. When Leonardo's down on the ground, he's just kind of staring at Raphael, and you kind of get the sense that like Raph didn't really beat him. It was kind of like teaching him a lesson, kind of ordeal about controlling his anger. But I might be getting too deep with this. But it's a really powerful scene. I think it's well done, well animated, well acted. The rest of the movie I can't really attest to. I don't recall it too much. I think that was probably the highlight of the entire movie, to be honest. But uh, Mario Sports says, I don't know. I feel older than when I was 18. I guess I'm a man child. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I'm here talking about Ninja Turtles, and I'm old. I have a kid and a wife and a job and responsibility and bills. And I'm excited about a Ninja Turtles game. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Sorry, let me scope something out very quickly. Thank you guys for poking in. And I know maybe not all of you are Ninja Turtle fans. There's 5 people. If you haven't, if you're new here, whoever else is hanging out, pop me a subscribe if you haven't before. But yeah, slap a like up there if you would. But anyway, back to the Ninja Turtles game. Let me pull up some info really quick. So it's of course kind of returning back to like a classic TMNT beat 'em up brawler kind of ordeal. Looks good, man. I am wondering if they'll do like online co-op kind of ordeal, because that would be, seems especially nowadays, pretty important, pretty vital to do, because we can't really like hang out and do couch co-op anymore because pandemic. Can I say that? Pandemic, COVID, C-19, whatever the zombie outbreak. Not to make light of a very important thing there, but yeah. So, but yeah, man, I'm totally stoked for it. It looks good. It took me a minute to kind of uh, dig the art style. I think the art style was a little I didn't mesh with me at first. I was like, oh, this doesn't look as good as Turtles in Time. But then after I looked at it a little bit more, I think I noticed the intricacies of it all. I was like, oh, okay, I noticed what they're doing. There's different animations for each turtle. I'm wondering if they'll have some different filters, like some of the other beat 'em up games have, where you can switch it to like. I want them to have like a classic turtle mode. One of the games, maybe it was the Genesis Hyperstone Heist. It had a mode that you can set, and each turtle had a slightly different green variation. It seems really nerdy, but it was actually cool. It distinguished each turtle. Not just made them 4 of the same green colors and just different headbands, but slightly different colored turtles, which I thought was pretty cool. You play Toontown. What's Toontown? What the heck is Toontown? I don't know. I'm old, man. I don't know these things. But I don't know. I'm not sure. What's everybody playing? What are you guys playing? We got time to chat. I mean, I'm probably the only one chatting about a Ninja Turtles game right now. But Jeffrey Nader, how you been, man? It's an MMORPG. Well, I'd kind of tell you guys what I've been playing. I don't get the game too often, to be quite honest. Made by Disney. I'm interested. I don't get the game too often. In fact, I got a new TV and I haven't got all my systems set up yet. I've been waiting for about 3 weeks trying to get all my systems set up. The only thing I have set up right now is my Switch, and I've been playing on my 3DS a little bit. So on my 3DS, I'm playing Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. I just picked that up really. Well, I've had the game on my 3DS. I just haven't played it much. So I started picking it up and playing it on my lunch breaks and playing like a quick mission here or there. Like something like that, 1 or 2 kind of ordeal. And then calling it and saving it. And that's pretty cool. On the Switch, me and my son have been playing co-op Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. So that's cool. I get to read to him and read the game to him. And he's using a little Pokeball, and he's tossing it and catching Pokemon. And I've got a Joy-Con, and I get to play as a little second player after I shake it up. And that's kind of cool, man. It's a good experience. My kid's at the age now where he can enjoy some of the things that I enjoy. And I know it's been a little while since I've did the YouTube channel and everything. And I'd like to do it more now that he's older. But my computer's giving me update info. No, I'll let this computer die. Anyway, but it's cool, man. Not to sound cheesy, but now that my kid is like really into stuff, like he's my best buddy. Like it sounds corny, but he plays games with me. We play a lot of family-friendly games, so he loves Mario. We play. Well, he's really into Bowser's Fury right now, so 3D World. Sorry, early mornings. He's into Bowser's Fury. He's into Mario Odyssey. 3D All Stars is big in our house as well right now. As a family, my wife's not a gamer at all. She doesn't get it. She doesn't understand games. She's like, "What are you guys doing? Why do you spend your time doing this?" And she doesn't really get it. If it's not Ocarina of Time, my wife doesn't care about it. But that being said, we do play Family Mario Party. So we do play that, which is cool. So Super Mario Party on the Switch. And that game is total, absolute BS. We've tried to let our kid win multiple times, and every single time we try to let him have that, the CPU will get away with, you give the computer some bonus stars for being the one that gets the lowest dice roll or lost the most mini games. It's like, what the heck? Like, it makes no sense. So Super Mario Party, decent game. It's fun, but man, that CPU sometimes. Jeffrey Nader says he's good. Mario Sport said, well, got shut down in 2013 due to not having enough money. Okay, made their own servers. Hey, cool, man. As long as you're digging it, that's awesome. Oh, Jeffrey Nader taught himself to make video games. Jeffrey Nader, what kind of video games are you interested in making? I'd be interested to know, man. I thought about doing that myself, but I have to kind of. I thought about it, and I was like, man, I think I could make a really cool game, but it's a lot of work, and I wonder if I'd get burned out, and I'd be scared that it would, because I'm a big time gamer, man. I talk about games more than I actually play them, so I'd actually be scared that maybe I'd lose some of the passion of playing games. I like playing the games, but I think if I maybe made one, maybe that would, I don't know, hinder my enjoyment, if that makes any sense. Sometimes when you like things from one side, and then if you see the back end of things, it might not be quite as interesting. But thank you for whoever's hanging out in here. If you've seen the trailer for the Ninja Turtle game, shoot me some comments in the chat here. Let me know what you thought about it. We were kind of talking about it. Mario Spore and Jeffrey Nader are in the chat, and they say they're not really big Ninja Turtle guys. I thought it was really cool. I'm a big Ninja Turtle guy. So teaching myself to make video games. Mario Spore says, man, I wish I could make games. Yeah, me too, man. I don't know that I'd have the patience. You got to be a smart guy. You got to be real smart to to make some video games. Challenging but rewarding. What type of games are you trying to make, man? I'm gonna try to do this a couple of times, maybe a week or something. Maybe chat about something random. All right. Coding classes in school are complete jokes. Yeah, I thought about doing the coding too, man. I thought about being a long-term kind of ordeal for me. Have I considered making a Discord server this time? No, I haven't, man. Actually, if I can, I'd like to do this a little bit more so. Yeah, I did. I did make a Discord way back when. I'm sad that our first channel didn't work out, to be honest. I had some guys that were in it with me. Just a couple of buddies. You guys probably remembered at least one or two of them, or one of them. Excuse me. But yeah, like it didn't work out. Well, one because I try to do a lot of streaming and stuff, and try to make time. Usually, I streamed a couple of I'd say a couple of nights a week. I don't remember what you guys remembered, but like I was streaming a couple times a week, and that was great. I would stream for hours at a time, and it was fun and everything. But sometimes adulting kind of comes into play, and you don't get to do that as much, you know. Now, I mean, I'm lucky to get in any games. I've got this huge backlog of games and stuff, and they're just waiting, man. They're just waiting to be played. Yeah. Yeah, you know, and our channel before it started as the 8-bit heroes, and then like then it turned into like super bit heroes as we got two other guys in. I had a couple of buddies that come in, and I kind of had to take a hiatus, and I said, you know, and I was for a long time, I'd say, you know, I was really kind of heavily invested in the channel, and I mean, I was making a lot of videos and streaming a lot, and trying to make some funny videos and stuff, even though I'm not too funny. You know, I was like, I'm really serious about it, and we did pretty well. At one point, I want to say we had like 600 subscribers or something. I think that channel has now dropped down pretty significantly. I haven't really checked it, but it's still active. I think it's dropped down to like 300 subscribers or something. People just cleaning up their stuff, but yeah, 8-bit heroes was cool, man. It was good times. We had a lot of stuff. We were streaming like Smash Brothers on Wii U, and man, those were good times. I remember we did Smash tournaments. Actually, I don't know if you guys remember that, the 1v1 Smash tournaments, and people would we'd duke it out, man, and see who would win. And those things lasted for like 6 hours. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun, and everybody came in and trash talked. We had a bunch of people. People came in and played Mario Maker level, or had me play their Mario Maker levels, uh, and yeah, some of them were jerks. They were like, "Yeah, play this Mario Maker level," and it was like it had spikes and like 18 Bowsers and all this, and I'm like, "Dude, what is going on here?" But yeah. Oh. Sorry, I need caffeine. Oh man, old man status. You can see the bags under my eyes now, dude. God, being old. Let's see. Mario Sports said, "Oh yeah, it was different. There was two different people, not you. A missed contact for you." Thanks, man. I appreciate that a lot. That was very nice. Smash Switch tournament soon. Yeah, we should do some Smash Brothers soon, man, for sure. I'm trying. I'm hoping my situation's gonna change pretty soon. So I took a new job earlier this year, and I'll be taking another job come in a few weeks' time. So I'm hoping my situation changes up a little bit, and I have a little bit more time for things like this. Hopefully so. I'd like to do some like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe nights, and maybe even some Mario Maker levels and stuff like that. I think that would be a cool thing to do. I'd need to get some more streaming equipment to do so. I used to have the Elgato and all that stuff hooked up so that we can, you know, you can see what's happening on screen. And I've kind of, as I kind of got away from the last channel, just kind of done away with all that. But yeah, I would love to kind of commit to this a little bit more and make it more of a full-time thing. Man, so yeah, actually, you know what? You know what we should do? We should talk about. Let's see. Will it let me edit this? Oh, yeah. So, why don't we... Give me a second while I have you guys here. Why don't we talk about Smash Ultimate? You guys playing Smash Ultimate? Oh, man. Will it let me... Will it let me change my thumbnail like that? This is amazing. You guys hang tight. You guys want to talk about... You guys want to talk about Smash a little bit? That might bring in some people since nobody cares about, you know. Nobody cares about, old Ninja Turtles, eh? Yeah, this works well. Hold on one second. We're about to change this. We're about to change this to, where did it go? Where did it go? Pyro and Mithra. Yeah, this will work just fine. Super Smash Ultimate. Well, this is made for kids, sure. Sure, kids can. Awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You guys let me know if it changed. Awesome. My dog's acting up. Pets. Pets. All right. Thoughts about Steve? Oh, man. Hold up 1 second. So we changed this. Let me see if this switched over for me. I'm not sure. Oh, it did. Look at this technology. Look at this technology. What just happened here? Is it still showing that? So, yeah, we'll switch gears from the Ninja Turtle game that was announced today to Pyra and Mithra and Smash. Awesome. Yeah, anyway, so are you guys still playing Smash Ultimate? And what do you think? Well, actually, since it's been such a long time, we can actually just straight up talk about everything Smash. Pyra and Mithra, all the DLC characters we haven't really had a chance to talk to. Let's take a look. So, um, okay. So Mario Sport's been practicing Smash Brothers. Fantastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out here. I think Super Smash Brothers Ultimate is probably in my top 5 favorite games, like ever, kind of thing. I think it's um, I think it's fantastic. I think the roster is perfection. I have absolutely no problems about with Smash Brothers Ultimate. I loved World of Light. I thought it was great mode. I played it kind of infrequently. I popped in and played a few matches every now and then, and it took me forever to actually beat that. And then going to bed. All right, sorry about that. It's my way. But yeah, I played like it over time, and it took me forever to actually get to it. I thought the finale was fantastic. Smash Brothers Ultimate, that roster is it's unbelievable. It's the best fighting game roster that has ever. And I consider Smash Brothers a fighting game, but it's the best fighting game roster ever. I mean, you have characters. Actually, it's a huge. Everybody always says it. You know, it's cliched to say like Smash Brothers is a love letter to video games, and it is. It really is. Video game history, video games as a whole. I have to admit, with all the DLC, almost none of those characters actually excite me, and I'm sorry to say that. Not that they're not great characters. I mean, they're all really fun to play as, in my opinion. It's more so that like I feel like the roster even before the DLC was perfection. So I had a hard time thinking, who are they going to bring in for the DLC characters? And I'll admit, like Joker, I had no prior knowledge of Joker before he was announced, and almost the same with Terry Bogard. I think they're both really cool characters. I just personally didn't have any experience with them before that. So, I didn't have a big opinion. I honestly and totally, I did call Banjo Kazooie being in there. I got a lot of crap for that when I said that. They said, yeah, Banjo and Kazooie, they're definitely happening. Microsoft and Nintendo have been playing nice together. So I think it's going to happen. And sure enough, it did. And it was brilliant. I mean, they revisited the King K. Rool trailer and perfection, but I'm not a huge fan of those characters either, to be totally honest. You know, uh, sorry, I got to check my stuff here. Not a huge fan of either of those characters. You know, I mean, I was never a big Banjo Kazooie guy, but uh, you know, yeah, I mean, they're all fun to play as. And at this point, you know, every other character is like, you know, it's rather promoting a different series or a new series, or it's a third party promoting outside, you know, to boost sales, and that's fine. I think it's a perfect roster. Thoughts about Steve? I never really understood the appeal of Minecraft, and it's once again me being an old guy. I just didn't understand the appeal of Minecraft, but I know a lot of younger gamers like rather enjoyed it. You know, I mean, my niece and nephew, they were all about it. They one time just were showing me all the cool stuff about Minecraft, and I had no idea what it was about, and I still to this day don't really get it. But you know, it's very popular. It's a popular series, so I get why Steve's there. You know, they're once again playing buddy buddy with Microsoft and promoting a brand. And you know, I saw a bunch of people saying, "Oh, Steve's garbage. Why is he in there?" And then I saw a ton of videos of people showing their kids when they saw the Steve reveal, and they were so happy. You know, so how can I be upset just because one character doesn't appeal to me? You know, when I've already got like a perfect roster as is. So just because a character doesn't appeal to me doesn't mean it's not for somebody else. Fast forwarding to like Pyro and Mithra, I think they're really fun to play as. From the little that I have played, um, I mean they're really cool. Pyro seems really strong, and Mithra is really fast. Like feels like close to Sonic the Hedgehog Captain Falcon fast, which is like I haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's once again one of those games in the backlog. But they're really fun. They're really cool. But is Mithra super fast in Xenoblade Chronicles 2? Like, because she's really fast in Smash, it seems like. And I'm almost like, oh man, that's kind of takes something from the faster characters, right? Like, because she's fast and also strong, seems like. Maybe not as strong as Pyra, but if you're like nearly Sonic the Hedgehog fast, that kind of it kind of takes Sonic's appeal, you know, because Sonic is fast, but I don't know that he has like any big, like he has a hard time KOing, right? Like, yeah. So I mean, that's kind of his thing. He's super fast. He's all over the place. But from my understanding, and I'm no pro Smash Brothers player by any means. I mean, I pick it up so infrequently. I love the game. I'm just not one of those competitive kind of guys. But um, Sonic is like super quick, but he has a hard time KOing. That's the balance, you know. That's the offset. But like Mithra seems really fast, and she could also whip up on you. And then if she deals enough damage, she just switches over to Pyra and definitely whips up on you because Pyra will send you to the moon and back. You know, like I mean that's just how it'll be. Oh man, hold up one sec. I am so sorry. Let me see. I think I shut off the live chat. I am so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. My apologies. Try that. Let's see if this works now. Let's see. Is this working now? I apologize. Let me jump back in here and see if this worked. There we go. We got a live chat going. my my mistake. So yeah, I was just rambling for the longest time. I was like, hey, nobody's giving me any feedback. So my mistake. Ryan, not Callie. How's it how's it going? It's good to see some. Man, you guys are great. I appreciate you. Tenton. I'm so glad to see you guys. How's everybody been? I've got Mario Spore and Jeffrey Nader here. You guys are the best. You guys are so great. Hey, thank you all for popping in. Thank you so much. Oh, that's great, man. Slap me a thumbs up on this stream, if you will. So, we were chatting about earlier the Ninja Turtle game that was revealed today. I'm really excited about that. But now I just kind of wanted to get everybody's opinion. It's been a long time since we all chatted it up and, over tea and crumpets and coffee and whatnot. But now we're talking about Smash Brothers. We were kind of briefing everybody on what I thought about DLC characters and Jeffrey Nader main Snake. Yes, I love Snake. He's still one of my favorites. He was my main in Brawl. And on top of that, I still main him in Ultimate. I think he's awesome. Man, every once in a while I'll have some 1v1s with a buddy of mine. And yeah, I play as Snake. Well, let me get it out of the way first. My mains are still Mega Man, even though I haven't picked up Mega Man in a long time. I think I kind of got burnt out on him a little bit. More so just the play style, you know. I'm like, I've been playing as this guy for hours, you know. But I still main Mega Man. I love Mega Man, of course. That hasn't changed. I play Snake a lot. Love Snake. I was so happy when Snake was revealed again. Let me get some tea. I'll be right back. Oh. Y'all wanted something official? Y'all wanted this to be professional? But Snake is awesome. When he was coming, I never thought Snake would come back. And at that initial Smash Brothers reveal, well, not the reveal, it was the E3 showing where Snake popped back up. I said, no, Snake! Oh, yes, I was so excited. I was so happy. I love Snake. I thought he was he was the most fun. Well, him and Sonic being the first third parties, I mean, they're pretty important to Smash. And now we're in third party Palooza. I mean, you got all these. Oh, look at that Smash roster. Like, if you saw that Smash roster, the roster as is right now, it's stupid. It is stupid good. If you saw that roster 5 years ago, would you believe it? Would you believe? Well, maybe I guess you believe some of it, but would you believe like Ryu and Cloud and Sephiroth? What the heck was that? Like, I'm shocked. I'm still shocked. Sephiroth's in there. And Kin and all kind of crazy stuff like that. Like, on top of like, I mean, I was blown away at Mario, Sonic, Pac-Man, Mega Man. You got 4 gaming icons duking it out, and now, like, you've got Simon Belmont. You got Richter Belmont. That was a beautiful trailer, by the way. The Simon and Luigi in Castlevania. Brilliant. Like, that was a stroke of brilliance. Like, wonderful. And Simon looks great. I wish his recovery wasn't so dump. But I'm geeking out. I'm sorry. So thoughts on Tinton says thoughts on Sephiroth. I haven't played him much. Admittedly, I have to admit I haven't tinkered with all the DLC quite yet. But he seems cool. The sword is huge. And I just got tagged for this not being a kid's YouTube video for saying that. And I can't undo it because this is live. This is awkward. Anyway, they're going to cancel me. Sephiroth's cool, man. I actually like that they brought some new Final Fantasy music to the table, and the stage looks cool. I am slowly working my way through the original Final Fantasy VII, and I bought 7 Remake. I just don't have my PlayStation hooked up. But yeah, Ryan, not Callie, says, I haven't played Smash in a long time. I think the last time I was experimenting with the Belmonts. Yeah, the Belmonts are cool, man. I like that they play so close to their, well, really, all of the Smash characters are so faithful to what they originally played like. And I think that's awesome. But yeah, their recovery's dump. It's so hard to. I mean, yeah, you can whip to get back on there, but and I'm sure there are players out there that just got it down and they know. But I actually rather like the Belmonts. I think they're so cool. Mario Sport mains Bowser, Game and Watch, and a huge list. Ryan Kelly says I try to tend. I tend to focus most of my efforts on Splatoon. So I haven't been playing Smash at all. I get you, man. You know what? That's actually vice versa for me. Is like I pick up Smash a lot. Well, I don't game a lot, but I pick up Smash frequently. And when I do, well, to play a few matches, check out new characters, even just listen to the music. I think the music is fantastic. I mean, you got like 10,000 songs. That's not the accurate number, but man, the best music in gaming is all crammed onto that little cart and your SD card. It's probably ravaging your SD card space, but man, that's fantastic. The music's great, but on the downside is like a lot of my other games take a hit. I could be working through my backlog and playing Splatoon. I miss Splatoon. I still haven't beaten the Splatoon main campaign, to be honest, and it's just because it's just in the backlog, man. There's so many good games to play. I've got a stupid great Switch collection. I mean, I've bought way more than any sane person should have, but I just don't have time to play it. So Mario Spore says, I mean, Steve, Mr. Game & Watch, Villager, Banjo-Kazooie, Joker, Young Link, maybe Cloud, maybe Pikachu, maybe Lucina Roy, maybe Palutena. It's a good list, man. I like all of those. Yeah. Jeffrey Nader, my favorite DLC characters are Banjo, Terry, Min Min, and Sephiroth. Yeah, I think Banjo and Min Min per se kind of grew on me. Like I Banjo Kazooie, I was never a big Banjo Kazooie fan. I don't think I've never beat the original game. I still tinker with it. I've got it on Xbox and I've got it on my N64. But I never beat the original game. I don't know. I was such a Mario 64 guy. Banjo Kazooie just didn't mesh with me or didn't click with me the same way. And I think it's just my Mario bias kind of rearing its head. But I realize I'm in the minority there. But the characters in Smash, I actually like them a lot. I think they're cool. I don't know that their moveset is. I don't know their moveset too much in their actual game, but I think their moveset in Smash Brothers is pretty cool. I like their little like charge they have that they only get 5 of. That's another thing about the DLC characters. They're all. I'd almost say that they kind of make the rest of the roster. Oh man, I'm so sorry for saying this, but they almost make the rest of the roster kind of boring, almost. And that's kind of harsh to say, I know, but like, I mean, think about it. All the DLC characters have some sort of something unique. They have something that makes them really interesting to play as, like special meters or a switching mechanic or a limited move. Like a la Banjo Kazooie, where they have that talent charge. And I think all that stuff, Min Min, I mean, she plays, each button is a different arm, and she plays like you would play arms. I think that's all really kind of interesting, right? Like, I still love the original roster. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on that Smash roster; it's wonderful. But these DLC characters, I mean, the Dragon Quest hero, right? Like, I don't know much about Dragon Quest. I know the people that love Dragon Quest love Dragon Quest. I mean, they adore Dragon Quest. And the Smash effect, it got me interested. I played as the Dragon Quest characters got like the most wild moveset I've ever seen. Like I've destroyed myself playing that. I was like, oh, let me select a different move, and then my guy just implodes, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. But it's a lot of fun, It's really cool. I definitely dig it. So yeah, actually, after and Dragon Quest games are expensive now. I don't know if anybody's I don't know if anybody's actually like played those, but wow, or looked up how much those cost, but they cost a lot now. I had to get a multi-cart for the DS because I wasn't paying over 150 bucks for Dragon Quest V. But anyway, I picked up a multi-cart to play the DS Dragon Quest. I picked up Dragon Quest 8 and Dragon Quest 11 on the Switch. And I'd love to give those a go. I just, once again, too little time, too much to play. It's a good problem to have, I suppose. But Min Min is actually really fun. Min Min, all right, Mario Spore, we'll see you, buddy. Thank you for coming in. You guys throw me a like up here. I appreciate you hanging out. Min Min's cool. I won't over talk you guys up or anything. I'll probably be rounding up in about 10 minutes anyway. But hey, we should chat more like this and get a Smash night going or something. I do want to do that. I was telling Mario Spore earlier. Thank you, buddy. If you happen to stumble in here and you're not part of the original crew, subscribe or give me a like, or if you guys know anybody and want to listen to some random old homeless guy ramble about Smash Brothers for a while, send them this way. Anyway, Min Min, she's cool, man. Like, actually, I like her range. At first, I was like, man, she sucks. And then I'm like, no, you can't think like that. You can't think any character sucks, because the second you think some character sucks, some other guys out there like, this is how you play. This is how you know how to do it. So like, and then I started playing as her, and I'm like, oh, I love her little dragon arm thing. And I was hitting somebody way off the stage and like sending them flying. And man, he was getting pissed off, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. So she's cool too, man. Let's see. Tintin says he loves some Smash. Yeah, man. Oh, that's what we should talk about, actually. Let's switch this over. So before we switch over, what do you guys think about Pyro and Mithra? You guys plop it into the chat. Jeffrey Nader brings a good point that I'd like to talk about. Which will be those last two Smash. I'll change the thumbnail. Sorry if my computer's shaking. Yeah, while I'm doing this, you guys let me know what you think about Pyro and Mithra really quick before we move on to the remaining fighters. These last few fighters have a lot to live up to. I mean, they're going to be make or break. That's the sad thing, is like, there's no way whoever these next two fighters are. Let's see if that works. Yeah, cool. Let's see if that switched over. Did that switch over for everybody? Let's take a look. Let me make sure the YouTube's YouTubing. Let's take a look and see if the YouTube's YouTubing. Hey. Let me make sure I changed it. It says changes saved. Alas, there are no changes saved. Okay. All right, let's talk about those last two Smash fighters. All right, cool. Thank you guys for your patience while I was figuring that out. I'm old and whatnot. Jeffrey Nader says, my last two predictions for DLC characters are Dr. Eggman and Frisk from Undertale. The more I think about it, and somebody had brought up Dr. Eggman before, and I said, I don't know, man. I don't know. But the more I think about it, the more sense it makes. Because Smash Ultimate has brought in a lot of villain characters. I mean, they brought Ridley, which everybody wanted. Everybody wanted Ridley. And then nobody wanted to play as Ridley anymore. I like Ridley. I still think the character needs some tune-ups. I could be off. Like I said, I don't know competitive Smash. If you stumbled in and you're new here, give me a subscribe. I'm gonna try to do. Sorry about the mess back here, man. Ugh, I'm sorry. I'm bad at this. But where was I at? What was I talking about? Yeah. So Smash, they're doing a lot more villain characters. Ridley. I think Ridley needs some tune-ups. I think Ridley is really it's weird. Like it doesn't play like I thought Ridley would play. I thought a little bit more aerial. From what I remember, the air sucked. The recovery sucked. Hey, NC boy, I forgot what your your thing stood for, but hey, I'm glad to see you, buddy. It's been a while. Um, yeah, throw me a like up here, guys, if you happen to be sitting in there. That way I can work that, seduce that sweet YouTube algorithm. Anyway, yeah, Ridley needs a boost, but I think so. It's been a while, buddy. It's very good to see you. Thank you for popping in. Thank you guys all for popping in, man. I know it's been a long time. I'm gonna try to do this weekly. I did something a little while back with a buddy of mine, and I was very glad that he could join me and chatted up a little bit about the direct we had recently. But anyway, reverting back to what I was talking about, Dr. Eggman. I think Dr. Eggman seems more likely. Uh, just because Ultimate has such a focus on villains this go around. Not only the boss battles, which have Dracula and Rathalos and Marks and all that stuff, but on top of that, you know, villain characters, King K. Rool, which, awesome. Even though Nintendo otherwise forgot about that character, which makes me sad. I would love a new Donkey Kong Country with King K. Rool back. But who knows? It may never happen. King K. Rool, Ridley. What other villains have we gotten recently? Well, we got Wolf back. That was cool. Yeah. I mean, we got Dark Samus too. That's technically a villain. Gotcha, gamer buddy. Hey, Master, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I used to host Smash matches. In fact, we were talking about that. I'm trying to get that going again, man. If you guys are down for it, I got to be honest. I'm a little older now. My reflexes are trash, so you all beat me. But another Sonic character, yeah, gotcha, gamer buddy. Thank you guys so much for popping in. I appreciate it. Throw me a like up here if you would. If you nobody would like to come in and hear me ramble about Smash, let's do it. Let's talk about it. Tinton makes a great point. I don't really. Let me go back to Jeffrey Nader. Jeffrey Nader. I don't really know Frisk from Undertale. I'm all in on Dr. Eggman. I'd love to see it. I think he should have his little ship and everything. Call me a Dr. Eggman fan. I'll do it. I think Sonic does deserve another rep. If we're gonna get another Sega rep, it needs to be Sonic. Sonic's a huge franchise, despite the quality of the game sometimes. Tinton says, I think the E3 reveal will be Crash or Master Chief. My other guess would be Ryu Hayabusa or Lloyd Irving. I think at one point I did think Ryu was going to happen. The other Ryu. I did think the Ninja Gaiden guy would happen for sure. I seriously, hands down, think the very last Smash character has a really good chance of being Master Chief. I know we've already got Minecraft Steve and Enderman and all those guys. I know we got Banjo-Kazooie, but what better way to finish out the Fighter's Pass than to put Master Chief? That would blow the whole. Nobody would see it coming. Whatever the next character is probably going to be a little bit more grounded. I think that it's going to be just a random character that we don't see coming. I've always said Dixie Kong should probably be a fighter. I know a lot of people are saying Crash is going to be. I'm not a Crash fan. Well, not that I'm not a fan. I just haven't had any experience with it. I wasn't a PlayStation guy growing up. I was all in on Nintendo. A Nintendo fanboy. I have no problem with Crash. If it happens, I'm not going to lose sleep. I think it makes perfect sense, especially with all these Crash games on the Switch. Nintendo has proven that they like to promote these games that are on the Switch. And they're like, hey, Crash is in Smash. Hey, by the way, on the eShop, we've got a sale 5% off all the Crash games. So I can see Crash happening. It's crazy. Like, I never would have said Master Chief the before Smash Ultimate. I never would ever would have saw that coming. But they've proven that their job here is not to just appeal to Nintendo fans. That is not what they're doing in Smash Ultimate anymore. That was an N64 GameCube mentality. Brawl shook it up and started bringing in third parties, and ever since then, they have blown the doors wide open. And Smash Brothers is video games the game. It is every character, whether it be internally or third party or from a competitor, they are bringing them in and they're saying, hey, we are better together. We're going to bring all these characters together and they're going to beat the crap out of each other because that's what you want, baby. And I love it, man. Let's see. Yeah, Master said that's insane. I stopped playing Smash as much, but it'd be a fun time to play again. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time, man. I've got a kid and we're playing games now. I remember when the part of the reason, and I don't want to blame my kid for the part of the hiatus, but because that's trash parent thing to say. But when you have a kid and you're working full time, it's hard to do these things. You just don't game like you used to. And I still don't, man. Like, I mean, I spend most of my days with my son, but we do game together. Now that he's a little older, we're playing Let's Go Pikachu. I am on a tangent here, so I apologize. But if I can just spill my beans for a second, we play Let's Go Pikachu together, and it's co-op, and it's a lot of fun. My son is 4, so I get to read to him what's happening in game. And he's getting a little older, so now he can play a little bit of bigger stuff. Like he loves Bowser's Fury. He loves Mario games in general. But I even, if I can make a corny dad comment, thank you guys for being here, by the way. If you haven't been here before, please subscribe and throw me a like, a thumbs up. It helps me out for sure. So thank you guys for spending your time here with me. But also corny dad talk is I make Mario Maker levels for my kid that let him challenge his mind, like my mindset has changed too. So like, I think, hey, Mario Maker 2 is awesome because I get to build my kid levels and I'll put like a room where it has a block and you hit it and it'll make a door appear or, available for him to get to. So Ryan said, how old's your son? 4? Oh, good. I could take him down in Smash Brothers now. No remorse, no mercy. This is Cobra Kai, baby. No mercy, kid. I try not to beat my kid in games too badly because that would be just pointing his face like, you suck, kid. You're my offspring and you take after me directly, but you suck. Oh. Don't parent like me. Anyway, I think, yes, NC says, I think we're getting a Pokemon rep. I think you're right. I think we're going to get something Pokemon Sword and Shield is inevitably coming. I think the next one's probably going to be Pokemon. And it hurts me to say because I got to be honest, sorry, I know younger people in here, but Incineroar was kind of boring for me. I know I'm in the minority saying that because I've almost everybody I play Smash with, they plays Incineroar, and yeah, like I just I wasn't a fan, and If I can alienate, even if I can hurt people, somebody's like thumbs down, you loser. Uh, but if I can further make everyone mad, I gotta say I played Sword and Shield up until the end, and I wasn't a huge fan of that. Um, I thought that they played it very safe with those games, and for the first big console version of Pokemon, I think it was a miss. I was one of the many that thought it was a miscalculation to limit the Pokedex at that time, and that's just me. Yeah, yeah, I thought it was probably the wrong time to do that, and they felt very rushed in order to meet it sync up with all of the other Pokemon Company stuff. You know, they got to sync it up with the anime, and they got to roll that out so they can be ready for the DLC. I heard the DLC was really great. I just hadn't. I think I bought it and didn't get a chance to play it. But Gotcha Gamer said, I didn't know that you had a son and playing Mario games with your son. Yeah, I do, man. I do play games with my son. It's good stuff. Hearing about Mario Maker really takes me back to when I first found it. Yeah, I used to play people's levels. I should probably do that soon too, right? Oh man, you guys were brutal with those Mario Maker levels. I remember people like, "Hey, play my level, Sharp," and then I'd play, and I was like, "Oh no, you guys hate me. You hate my guts." Urshifu, yeah, yeah. Urshifu looked like a cool Pokemon. Yeah, we just got the stance change with Pyro and Mithra. So, Tinton asked, "What about Brilliant Diamond?" I will get the Diamond and Pearl remakes. That's another thing I've been playing on the DS. Actually, I've been playing Pokemon Platinum for the first time ever. I missed out on that gen completely. So, a little bit of a backstory. I am an old guy, so I loved Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, and Silver. Those were my games. Those were my jam. I put hundreds of hours in every one of those, and no regrets, man. I think they were great. Looking back, Gen 1 was really broken. I mean, Psychic type just obliterated everything else in that game. It wasn't always well thought out. For all the good that the first gen had, it also did a lot of. It also had some questionable things. Like every Pokemon that was strong against Psychic type had weakness to psychic. Like for example, a lot of the bugs were supposed to be strong against psychic, but a lot of the bugs had poison typing, and they also didn't have really strong bug moves at the time. Um, on top of that, ghost types were strong against psychic types, but the ghost types in the game had a poison secondary typing, which made them weak against psychic. So psychic just wiped the floor with everything in there. You had some psychic Pokemon, you didn't care about type disadvantage because, yeah, yeah. I mean, but Let's Go seems to fix that a lot by introducing the newer moves and the newer typings and everything. So I have no complaints with Let's Go Pikachu. We've been playing that and it's been fantastic. I mean, I'm really digging it. Actually, I think it trims a lot of the fat that doesn't need to be there too in the Pokemon games, and it looks great. It plays great. My kid's playing with the Pokeball, and he's really digging that. And yeah, no complaints. I love Pokemon Let's Go. I actually like Pokemon Let's Go more than I like Sword and Shield. Sorry. Now, don't get me wrong. Sword and Shield had some great Pokemon too. I mean, I love the Farfetch'd evolution, Surfetch'd, and some of the designs in that game are wonderful. And then there's some that are really bad, like those fossil mixed up Pokemon. Those things are butt. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm gonna pick up Brilliant Diamond. Probably that version. Yeah, I'll probably get the Diamond version. Um, uh, the thing is, I am playing Platinum right now, so I'm playing the old school game because I missed out on that gen. After Gold and Silver, I kind of phased out and didn't play Pokemon until Black and White. And then when Black and White came out, I got re-interested in it, and I thought Black and White was great. I feel like probably the best story in the whole series. I'm sad that like Sword and Shield didn't do more with the story. I wanted more, you know. I wanted it. I want a deeper. And it's a fine line they have to walk. They get once again on a tangent, but they have to walk a fine line because they're constantly new Pokemon fans are being made every day. And they also have to keep the interest of the older Pokemon fans. So older Pokemon fans are like, "Oh, we want more story. We want more story." But then you have these young kids who, have never played one of these games, so they want just the original experience. So where do you draw the line? And I think they're doing a great job with the Diamond Pearl remakes. That's we've been asking for that. I think it looks good. I heard a lot of people were saying the chibi aesthetic kind of looked dumb to them, but I think it looks wonderful. I think it looks fantastic. I'm definitely interested in getting Diamond. I'm rambling. Sorry. And Arceus, the Pokemon Legends Arceus game looks amazing. Like, so I think they're hitting on everything that you could possibly want. We're getting a Pokemon Snap sequel. I'm totally down for that. I love Pokemon Snap. I think it's one of the best spinoffs Pokemon's ever done. That and Pokken Tournament. I love those games. Love them. Uh, Ryan, not Callie, says the Golden Turd Amiibo. I used to give out Golden Turd Amiibos if you won Smash. Yeah, there's a few lucky individuals that got mailed out a Golden Turd Amiibo. And it works in Breath of the Wild. If you scan it, you get a Deku seed. No, a Korok seed. Good times, good times. Honestly, I haven't played Mario Maker 2 in a long time. Yeah, I'm glad that Mario Maker 2 Gotcha Gamer. I'm glad that Mario Maker 2 brought the world mode in and everything where you can make worlds and stuff. That was awesome. Ryan says, I'm about to be a high school graduate. Where'd the time go? It goes quick, man. Sounds like old people talk, but savor every moment, right? Every moment's important. Gotcha Gamer says, I've been playing mostly Smash Bros. And Overwatch. I need to play Overwatch. I know a bunch of my friends are playing that. But anyway, does anybody else have any ideas who the last two characters could be in the season pass? 10 Tons about to finish college. Nice, man. Congratulations, guys. On to I was gonna say on to bigger and better things. Good job. Adulting sucks though. Brace yourself. Especially with everything going on. Ryan, not Callie, says they're gonna add Club Penguin. Smash Brothers needs more penguins, if you ask me. I'd love to punch a penguin. Uppercut a penguin. Man, we're gonna get shut down here, aren't we? PETA's gonna be all over this stream. They got a flag every time somebody says something about punching a penguin. Was that an endangered species? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, the last two characters. I gotta say, probably. I have no idea. I don't know. All I know is like whoever the last two are, it's got to be big. King Dedede's shaking and crying right now. Oh yeah, King Dedede. Oh, I said more penguins though. I'd never punch King Dedede. I forgot about him, man. I'm a terrible fan. Yeah, I love King Dedede. He's awesome. But yeah, whoever these last two characters are, they've got to be fantastic, man. They've got to really knock it out of the park. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they cannot end on another Fire Emblem character because if they do, oh my gosh, that sounds so stupid, but Sakurai will do that junk in a minute. He will say, "Hey, remember?" Yeah. If they, I don't know how they would successfully incorporate Doom Guy, but I think that would probably do it. Master Chief would be the internet would shake. I think that would be. Even though I'm not a huge Halo fan, Tintin says Fire Emblem. Give me all the Fire Emblem. Give me all of it. Oh man, I gotta show you guys something actually. Hang tight. So I'm not a huge Fire Emblem guy, but I randomly stumbled into this beast, which isn't even opened, just closed at GameStop. I had walked in there. Dude had this sitting on the counter, like just sitting up there. And he's like, "Hey," I was like, "Hey man, is that the real deal? Is that Fire Emblem thing?" And he was like, "Yeah, man. Like, I got one left. You want one?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, buddy. Also, you have $5 build up credit for each month, so I can take $40 off of that for you or something." And I'm like, "God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. Appreciate you." So I got it for like nothing, man. It was awesome. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know why. I just got this strange feeling. I think Master Chief is going to be the last one, just because it's got to be something big, whatever it is. I personally always thought Dixie Kong would have been a great addition, but unfortunately, I just don't think that's going to happen. So I think Dixie Kong's chances are pretty much gone. Yeah, it was like $40 a credit. Apparently, the membership I was on was supposed to give me $5 every month or something stupid like that. I'd have to grab my receipt. I posted it one time somewhere, but I got it so stupid cheap, and I almost felt like I robbed the dude. I was like, man, I feel kind of guilty walking out of here. I haven't even downloaded the game, so I wonder what happens. I think they're yanking it off the eShop on the 31st. So I wonder what happens whenever if I don't redeem it by then. But yeah, I think Dixie Kong's chances are long gone. I'm not going to be too long-winded here because I'm about at an hour and 20 minutes. But thank you guys all for popping in and everything, and talking a little bit of everything with me. Nintendo, talked about a Ninja Turtles game coming out. I'm really stoked for that. Talked about Pyro and Mithra and some DLC characters. We talked about the remaining two DLC characters who we all just don't know. We just don't know. It could be anybody, but whatever they do, they need to really knock it out of the park. And I don't know how you do that with who you've shown so far. You've got like nearly the best roster, and these are the last two apparently, unless they do a Fighters Pass 3, which they can keep this going forever. If they made a Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Gold Edition and had all the characters and all the content on one single card, I'd buy it because I want to keep it forever. I want a hard copy to last me for the end of days. They can never make another Smash. I think if they make another Smash Brothers game, it's 10 years out. Like they're cramming so much into this one. I think they want this to be a platform kind of thing where they continuously add to this and not, we're going on 100 characters or something now, right? Like, wow, like that's crazy. Ryan says all our copies of 3D All Stars are programmed to self-destruct on the 31st. I'm half tempted to buy another copy. I've got one, but I'm like, man, I kind of want one just in case mine kills over. I know that it's just a marketing ploy what they're doing, but yeah. Anyway, guys, it's been a long night. I've been chatting for a good long time, so I'm going to get off here. Thank you guys so much for popping in. All of you, you're lovely people. I've enjoyed chatting with you. Let's try to do this. Let's try to do this a little bit more often. I'll try to do this once a week at least. Give you guys about an hour and a half of my time. And if you come up with anything you want to talk about or just chat games, maybe do like a Nintendo Weekly kind of event where we talk about anything that happens Nintendo wise. Mostly all my game talk will be Nintendo because that's what I focus on. And that's what I do. That's what I play. I'm going to, before I go to bed, probably jam on some game. I'm playing a little Monster Hunter on my 3DS. So yeah, let's try to do this every week. Maybe I think I'm gonna try to shoot for like Wednesdays, maybe to do this on whatever day works. Probably Wednesdays or Thursdays. But I know I won't be able to weekends. Weekends are strictly for my family. I might be able to do some streams on Saturday nights every now and again, where and maybe we could even try to do like those Smash nights again. That would be cool. Mario Kart nights, even Mario Maker, play some of your levels and stuff like that kind of ordeal. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I do miss it. I wish I could do more, but I think maybe once a week or so would be cool. But I appreciate you guys coming in and throwing me a thumbs up and everything. And if you throw me a thumbs up, it lets YouTube say that hey, he's still alive, and maybe he can keep his channel for another week. But yeah, it's been great, man. I love talking video games. I'd be glad to do it for every week. Splatoon nights, yeah, I'm down for Splatoon nights. I think I could jump back in Splatoon pretty easy. It didn't seem too complex. I used to love Splatoon, playing it. It was a lot of fun playing with some buddies and everything. I need to jump back in that. Man, I'm missing that bad. That's a downside of not having a lot of time. Like you play one game, but in the back of your mind, you're like, man, like multiplayer games are just like non-existent for me. Like online gaming, non-existent. I rarely play, but Splatoon 3, yeah, I think Splatoon 3 looks great. So we know that every Splatfest that ends, the very last Splatfest in every Splatoon game is going to set the precedent for the next one. So what was it, the Callie Marie thing? Who was better in Splatoon 1? And then it carried over into the next game. And then they said chaos or order, and everybody chose chaos, and that carried over to Splatoon 3. So we know that's how it's going to go. Now, Splatoon 3 looks great, actually. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm shocked that it's coming out on Switch. I think it's probably, I think something's in the works here. I think that a lot of these games they're showing for the Switch, I'm thinking by next year, and everybody thinks it, but Switch Pro is going to come out. It's going to be a more powerful Switch, and it's going to run, it's probably going to release alongside the sequel to Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 3, and the Pokemon Legends game. Because those three games, the Pokemon Legends game looks awesome, but that footage they showed, that game was running really poorly. And I think that's because they were running on, it looks great, don't get me wrong, but it was running off of like pretty choppily. And I think that's a game that would benefit from a Switch Pro. And I think as well, Breath of the Wild 2 definitely would utilize it. And I'm betting, well, Metroid Prime 4 will come out sometime, and I think it's going to benefit from the Switch Pro. So I think that Splatoon 3 is going to probably sync up with the release of that. And a lot of signs are pointing toward a Switch Pro being an actual thing. Somebody had found that Nintendo had ordered a lot of 7-inch screens. So that leads us to believe that we're getting some sort of Switch revision. And I think it's about time for it. The Switch, when it came out, was underpowered. So as of now, I think it looks great. I still think 3DS games look great, but it's time. It's time for some new hardware, and yeah, I think a Switch Pro is definitely coming. I'm like everybody else, shocker, right? Switch Pro's gonna happen sooner rather than later. I don't think it's happening this year. I think it'll be early next year, as Switch is still selling great, so they don't really need to right now. Why are you gonna pump out a new system if your current one's like doing fantastic? But if they pop out Switch Pro as sales start to dip early next year, alongside Splatoon 3 and Breath of the Wild 2 and the new Pokemon Legends game, those three games alone will sell a new system. And then you've got a huge install base. I think they're doing the right thing, course of action, and just kind of, you know, maintaining the pace. I don't think they need to put out a Switch Pro right now. I think they can wait till early 2022. And then we'll all scoop it up because we're sheep. And we do whatever Nintendo says because they got their their hands in our pockets, you know, unfortunately. Anyway, guys, it's been a lot of fun. If you haven't, throw me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you can, or if you haven't, or if you know somebody that wants to listen to me ramble. By all means, send them my way. I can use as many subs as I can. I'm gonna try to build this channel up a little bit, and maybe in the next, you guys will probably have to give me a good month or so. A good month or so to get my stuff in order, but maybe we can get some of those nights going on where we can play some Smash and Mario Kart and all this kind of stuff. Maybe even Splatoon. Anyway, guys, it's been fun. Thank you so much. Thumbs up to you. I'll see you probably next week, maybe next week, the following week, something like that. I'll try to make it next week. Been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll check you next time.